Immune System Retrain, sometimes called the NLP Allergy Cure. There are a number of variants on this, and the one we're going to do is the one I typically would do. So Jen, tell me about your problem.
My problem is that I'm allergic to oysters.
That's terrible.
It's terrible.
I can imagine a few things worse. Maybe cats might be worse, but that's it.
No, I'm allergic to cats too.
Oh, really?
But I want to focus on the shellfish.
Sure.
And especially because we're moving to a new house next week. And
where is that?
It's on Vashon Island.
Where's that?
In Washington State.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. And the deed to the house comes with the ability to farm oysters in front of the house. So,
I can't think of anything better.
Yeah.
I mean, but you don't want them there if they're going to cause you any problems.
Well, I'll want them there either way because they'll clean the water, but it would be really nice to be able to eat them.
Absolutely, it would. Yeah. Now, my question to you is, how did you first find out about this?
I was on a double date with a friend of mine where we ate oysters on the half shell. And it turned out that the date that we were on, my best friend was with me, and the guy who I had set her up with on the date turned out to be the same guy that I had journaled bad stories about the prior year. And we just found out about it like in the middle of dinner.
Wow.
And because I worked at an amusement park, and people would tell me about the guy that had the job before I did. And it was just story after story about what kind of a shyster he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that somehow caused a response. And had you eaten shellfish up to that point with no trouble?
I don't know. But that's the first time I had a reaction.
Now,
I can remember.
Has it only been oysters you've had it for? Shrimp, all of those things, lobster, crab?
Lobster's fine. Crab is a problem. And actually, I had a crab problem. I had crab in San Francisco when I was like 11, and I didn't feel good. Yeah, so it was before that, yeah.
All right. So what was the worst response you've ever had from it?
I'm just get sick to my stomach and
sort of like a wonderful gluten attack I've had.
Yeah, exactly. It was like,
Excellent. Yeah. So how will your life change when you eliminate this completely? Because I can't do it for you, but you can do it easily.
Yeah, well, I would be able to eat shellfish that apparently we're going to grow now.
Right. Yeah. Now remember, as I always say, test it very carefully afterwards. Even the woman who couldn't touch a picture of it. We changed all that really quickly, or rather she did. And so we talked about it. Your unconscious mind is aware of it now, what we're talking about and what we're doing. So I'm going to do a very simple trance induction, and then I'm going to ask you to stare at that wall. So I'm going to have to get you to move out of her line of vision because that's going to be her screen, roughly there. On that nice wall over there. We're keeping it way far away from you. And you're here with me, and you're safe, and I will protect you from every oyster, I promise you. I am kryptonite to oysters.
Love it.
All right, but let's just get what we call a counterexample first. A counterexample, what can you eat that would be similar to oysters in the half shell, but would give you no trouble at all?
Shrimp.
Shrimp. That works for you. And look at the congruence. That's lobster too. All right, Jen, put your hands flat over your heart. Focus on your heart. Take a deep breath. And exhale and close your eyes. Just feel that sense of peace and repose and calm. And again, breathe. That's right. This is Sylvia Hartman's heart healing posture. It's a great trance induction we use in mindscaping. Breathe in again. And you can be in the perfect trance for this now. So you can put your hands down, let them rest on your legs, separate from each other. And open your eyes and stay in this wonderful state where I got your back. You're totally safe. And this is easy. Over there, imagine a screen. Now, just think for a second. The whole thing of eating shrimp on the half shell. Just imagine. Close your eyes again. You know where the screen's going to be in a minute. Imagine you're eating shrimp on the half shell as I just touch your wrist here. You pile them on shells and you're eating shrimp and you're loving them. And you're having lobster. It's like Maine lobster sometimes, and that can be fantastic. And notice how good that feels. And that's perfectly safe, isn't it? You cannot. You're good with that. All right. And you can open your eyes. Now I want to get a counterexample. Not the counterexample, but the real example. You could imagine now, just give me a sense of what it's like if you ate that. Just start to feel it a bit. Experience it in your body, just a little bit of it. Notice the symptoms that start to come on. Just like that. Okay, break state. Look around. We don't need it anymore. Here's what you'd rather have, this feeling, right? That was a good one, isn't it? That's the shrimp and lobster, and that's cool. So, okay, now I want you to imagine that a big bulletproof sheet of glass comes across, seals off this area, and sealed off down that side. Nothing can get through that glass. Behind it, a little ways from the wall, we're going to watch everything happen there. But you're here. We're outside the glass. There's no way through, and it's hermetically sealed. No air gets through, nothing. And now imagine another Jen. She looks exactly like you, and she's sitting in a chair, and she's looking towards us, and she's dressed like you are, and she is so cool and comfortable, and she can eat anything she wants. And just watch her eating shrimp. And she's enjoying eating shrimp. And she's quite happy. And now she picks up some lobster meat and eats some of that too, maybe with melted butter, maybe not. But she's good with both of those, isn't she? You feel good? Excellent. And now, because she's behind the glass, this can't affect you. But someone takes away the shrimp, the lobster, and they bring in half a dozen oysters on the half shell. And you watch her look at them, and she smiles because she can handle it. And she starts knocking back those oysters, and she's going, this is fantastic. And she's happy, and she's fine. And no matter how much time passes, nothing happens. It's just a great, great item of food. And she's still cool, isn't she? You totally cool with that? Okay, good. Good state. And she's eating that. And she has no problem at all. And she's happy. Now watch this. We let the glass open. And Jen, reach out with your physical hands. She's smiling at you. Grab that other Jen and pull her inside you right now with everything she's learned and all her abilities and everything she can do right into your body. And now breathe in all those wonderful changes. That's right. And feel good about it. There we are. And come back to now and shake it off. How are you?
Good.
Excellent. Now see if you can get back any of that bad feeling from before. Try as hard as you possibly can.
I'm going to think about crab.
Hear my stomach grumbling? I'm sure that you picked it up there. That's what happens if you fast all day.
I don't feel it, yeah.
Okay, do the tapping here with me.
Okay.
Say, I'm through with that stuff.
I am through with that stuff.
I am so awesome.
I am so awesome.
I have that powerful Jen inside of me forever.
I have that powerful Jen
I didn't just
inside
get
me
her as well.
forever.
I feel terrific.
I feel terrific.
I'm healed.
I'm healed.
I healed myself.
I healed myself.
It wasn't Mike Mandel.
It was.
Fire your awesome
No.
anchor. Awesome! Excellent. Give this young lady a hand.
Thank you.